All right, all right, all right. Let's welcome back to another Tech Savvy Tuesday at the new time of 12:06 Eastern Standard Time. A few minutes behind here, but glad to be here with you all. We got Sabine in the building. We got Will coming in. I'm actually going to drop this link in the free group and just see if I can get any folks from the free group.
Woohoo!
Right?
Better late than never. I was getting sad not seeing your face at 10 o'clock.
So late?
How about that?
What, seeing it so late?
Yeah, like, oh no, my Tuesday's going to be jacked. I don't get to see Matt.
Oh, well, I know we got ours scheduled in for, let's see, do we have one in?
Not
Yeah.
today, like 3 weeks, right?
No. Yeah, it's not until August 5th. We got it scheduled in for August 5th. So,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's new, Sabine?
I'm good. I'm on I'm on fire since I had the one-to-one with Matt on Sunday. I'm like, my mind's like gone like this.
Yeah, we had a really powerful session that she was able to take full advantage of by giving me some feedback and getting that video over to me. And a lot of breakthroughs, not only for herself, but having those same breakthroughs. I've realized some things that I need to be doing as well on my end for my community as well. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they both transpire. I'll give you a quick update on what I focused on, Sabine, mostly today. I've put a few hours into it. I had probably a backlog of 70 shorts in my YouTube channel that I hadn't released yet from previous long form coaching sessions. And I went ahead and switched from draft to published, but I'm only going to publish 4 a day, but I've scheduled out like 2 weeks worth of shorts. Mm-hmm. So I'll have 4 shorts drop every single day for the next 2 weeks. And I still have like 30 or 40 more shorts I haven't scheduled yet. And you already know, I've got thousands of hours that I've documented and recorded since I started doing this. Like I'm even talking back to like the Aaron Fletcher days. Like I have a full year's worth of live coaching calls that I can pull from and just run them through Opus Clips and let them do their work. So my goal is going YouTube shorts heavy because I already know that strategy works because I did it with another gentleman in real estate. He was the co-creator of the group with me, Javier. We grew his YouTube channel to 1,000 subs in just like 6 months, just doing shorts. He would do long form content, but the shorts is what really projected visibility and people subscribing to his channel. And now I think he's at like 1,100 subscribers now, just doing the shorts organic posting. So I already know that's legit strategy, organic wise. I'm doing it because I have the content and it doesn't take me that long. And the goal there is to just get more visibility on my channel, primarily my most recent video that I launched, where it's a more in-depth webinar VSL. And hopefully they watch that, dive through that, and then get more visibility on my community because I make specific call to actions in that training. They're like, hey, if you want to jam live with me, click the link in the description, check out my community. And that's about as far as I take it. I don't go into like a full sales pitch. I just say, hey, if you want to learn more, just click the link in the description. And then I get back to the training. So that's the movement that I've made on just being more active and getting content out there because I just don't do it. I have it. I just don't post it. So that's my organic efforts. And then my secondary efforts is I refired back up one of the videos that I put on a paid promotion on YouTube where I was getting $1 subscribers. Again, we talked about vanity metrics. I'm already at 1,000 subs on the channel, but I really want to grow that to like 10,000 from a vanity metric standpoint. So when people see my shorts, venture over to my channel, they see 5,000 subs, they're more likely to dive deeper into the long form videos to a degree. So those have been my efforts. Well, another adjustment I made again, and I know Will's probably going to kick me for this.
The price reduction.
Yeah, after my epiphany with Sabine and how we thought and talked about what some of these other creators are doing and seeing great success with, I dropped my price back down to $7 a month. Not 5, but 7. And Will, the reasons for this is in our deep dive session, we realized, and I even realized, that one of the creators that Sabine is following and has paid into some of her programs, she's done this multiple times, which leads me to believe if she's repeating the process, that has to be a psychological sign up, which is she'll spend $1 to $2 to get a bunch of free people into her community. So she'll spend on average $500 to $1,000 to get 500 members into a free community. Then she'll turn the community into a paid community for $7 and run another ad campaign, getting more folks to sign up. What we realized is that people make decisions, psychology of a buyer. They see 500 people in a $7 group. They don't need to know that all 500 people are free. They just know there's 500 people in this paid $7 group. So when new people come to land on that page again, they're like, well, if she got 500 people to sign up for $7, there must be something really interesting in here. Let me pay $7 to get into the group and find out. So that's part of the reason why I dropped it from 47 to 7.
Well, yeah, because you can always bump it up, but you're like like the $7 can get you this amount of value, and then the 47 can get you like 3 times that.
And so the thought process around it though is to keep it very simple and easy. Is I don't do much in there. I'm not creating courses. The only thing I'm giving away is our weekly live calls, and every once in a while I'll create a course.
Yeah.
But what I liked about it is that it's only $7, which was my original price point of 5, which is like, it's so cheap. When they get in here and they show up once a week and they get value, they'll never cancel the membership because it's only $7 and they'll stay. And that's the goal, is once they sign up to come see what I'm all about and what Sabine's all about, they just never cancel, because it's like, why would I cancel this? It's only $7 a month and I can show up any Tuesday and get real coaching support from someone in the industry.
Right.
So 47, 2-3 months, they're like, I'm gonna cancel this.
Yeah. No,
I'm not using the live calls. Let me go ahead and cancel this.
Yeah.
My thought process is, if I can get 500 people paying $7 a month and they never cancel, and I don't have to worry about churn, that's a minimum $3,500, and that's a very low number on our standards. Will,
can you imagine it'd be like 10,000?
Well, the goal would be is if
2 or 3
works,
years.
If that works, then the goal would be is to run more ads and get more people. And now I have 1,000 people at $7. That's $7K a month. 1,500 people, and it just grow. Because in my fulfillment, you all know my fulfillment is show up here. But if I have that many people coming in, for me, my philosophy, I'm going to do more.
Yeah.
I'll create more, and there's going to be like, holy crap, I've got, even if I had 500 people paying me $7 a month, which comes out to about $3,500 a month, like for me, like that, it's not life-changing money, but that tells me, like, wow, what could I actually do to reinvest some of this $3,500 a month back into my people in the community? First thing I would do is I would have an ongoing monthly business bundle giveaway, where I'm going to pick one lucky winner, whoever's on top of the leaderboard. I might have to create create the whole structure around it, how to win. But I would have like, hey, if you're at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the month, you're going to get my business bundle giveaway, and this is what it includes. Boom, stack of business books, all the best books that are out there. Or you could even give me a list of the books you're thinking about purchasing, but you haven't yet, and I'll buy them, upwards to like $200. So boom, $200 in business book value. What else do people need? Maybe it's where's my mic set? Maybe some people need really cool, fancy Bluetooth microphone when they're creating their content. I'm going to make this awesome business bundle, and let's say I put a $500 price tag on it, and it's just filled with $500 worth of just like, hey, this is the giveaway I do every month.
Yeah.
And if the group grows, that business bundle grows.
Yeah.
I take a small percentage of what I'm making every single month, and I put that back towards how else can I continue to make this awesome and give back to the community. Not just me here helping people get clarity and build results and focus on, and driving their business. That is obviously why you're here, but it's $7. But how can I be like, oh yeah, this is the spot to be in? oh my God, every quarter Matthew picks one person that he flies to and he walks in and he helps them out in their own city, in their own state for like a day.
Yeah.
Or I fly them out here and we do like a 3-day all exclude, like every quarter, like, hey, it's a mastermind.
Yeah, and Sabine and I could be the first ones. So when are you flying out?
Again, once we hit certain numbers, you know what I'm saying? And in order to win, you gotta be at the top of the leaderboard.
We should get points for. There should be points for attending Tech Savvy Tuesday.
We could do that. It's called, but then I have to create the system to track that to make sure it's being tracked. But that actually would be part of some of the things for the bigger prizes, right? So if I were willing to spend, let's say, even for Sabine, I know where are you at in the world, Sabine, again? Which part? I know you're Europe side.
UK in London.
So a flight from London to Florida, I have no clue what that costs, but I'm sure it's at least minimum like $1,500 for one person round trip, right?
No, depends when you go.
Give or take. Then I'm gonna host my winner, and if let's say it's Sabine, in a hotel room for a day or two. That's 2 days worth of hotel room, board, and stay, fun activities, some good grab bag stuff for that winner. But again, if I'm bringing in $7,000 a month times 3, because that's a quarter, I would have made $21,000 as a business owner running the group. Let's say my giveaway for the quarter, I max out at let's say $5,000. Like I'm willing to spend $5,000 for a giveaway every quarter. I'm still walking away with $16,000 in profit for those 3 months, which is still very, very lucrative. But the incentives to win would not just be you got to be top of the leaderboard. I'd say you have to have at least minimum 10 posts in the community. You have to have top leaderboard. You have to prove that you've sent out an invite or referral to X amount of people, provided a feedback video, good or bad. Right? I put left me a Trustpilot review, left me a review on my business page on Facebook, right? Like there's all these other things that I could include to win an all-inclusive one-on-one mastermind with Matthew in Miami or Orlando.
Really good.
Or Tampa. Like I could pick one of the 3 cities.
Yeah.
That's a really
I know
cool
you guys
idea.
would be all over because it's a free win.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, hell yeah. Who doesn't want to win that? Okay, well, here's the criteria. I could run it now. But me running it now isn't as advantageous because I'm not making the group's not making.
Yeah. It's got to be profitable.
It's got to be somewhat profitable, but those are the things that I do have on my mind as the group grows. But more importantly, again, enough of that. Those are the movements and the adjustments that I've made, my reasons why. Tons of epiphanies for Sabine. But
and it's not. Yeah, that's funny because I was pushing you to go to charge more. But it's not like I don't agree with what you're doing because the traffic will grow that. I mean, people will jump up, they'll step up. I mean, that's the whole model,
the whole model.
7 to 47 to 197 to 1997.
Here's the thing, Will. What'll happen is that I do think it will go up again, but I think after having the epiphanies I had with Sabine the other day, I believe that I won't move that number to 47 unless I get to 1,000 members in the group.
Well, actually, you don't even need to move that number. You could just stick with the 7 and let people organically upgrade.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I don't want to upgrade into something and have to start managing and monitoring something else, right?
Oh.
Does that make sense? Now, and that's only because when you set pricing so what happens is I want people to come in on a free trial, $7, they join. And I have to actually reconsider this as well, depending on the traffic. So I have some testing to do because I may need to go to a free group in order to run this type of strategy that we're talking about to grow my numbers, right? So the first thing we recognize is we need to grow the group to 500 members. free. From 500 members free, then we turn the price tag back on and we charge $7. And the psychology is if the landing page is good, the outcome is good, they see 500 people, they'll see $7 next to the members in. People are more likely to buy because of psychology. Oh, 500 people are already paying $7.
Yeah, they make that assumption. That's cool.
Yeah. So right now, my group is 7-day free trial with $7 next to it. So it's not a pure free group growth. So one, Sabine, I definitely wanted to ask a favor about because I know you mentioned one of the person you're working with, Evelyn, she's got like a 7-day, she's got like a trial ad campaign that she's run. And so I want to, because that's what I want to test. Because if I look at my settings, I don't know if I can go to free. Yeah, I don't know if I can go. Well, oh, I can go to free.
You can do free. You can do 7-day free trial as well.
Yeah. I want to do 7-day free trial just because I know I have some members paying.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like if you have people paying 47 and now all of a sudden you're offering
I don't
7,
have anyone. The good news is I don't have anyone actually paying 47.
Yeah, because you don't want to backtrack like this.
Yeah,
I just need to tell you, I do need to go in about 7 minutes. That was the deal. That I said I'll hop on for half an hour because
perfect. So then, Sabine, what questions do you have for me since our last talk? Let me serve you real quick.
Actually, I just wanted to share what I've done with the information. So my mind was like this, right? So I created a whole timetable of how I'm going to get 500, or let's say a few hundred, right? But that's the big 500 members. So I decided I could actually run a different themed sprint every month and try different angles. But then I do understand you said I need to be more tangible. So I've created this 100 leads basically workshop because if I do a 4-week sprint, which sits inside the community, I think I would like to not have it as a free thing. I would have to promote it as some sort of medium ticket offer. So what I'm going to do is I've created 2 little challenges that I'm going to drive in the group, which just literally is 7 days of posts and a couple of tools, not much hands on deck, but I can run ads to it.
Yeah.
Then I will do a workshop, which then will be the roadmap thing that I can put in as to get started, because I want to create it as I'm launching it. I don't want to just pre-record it. So I decided that will then go into an upsell into the 4-week sprint, which is like get your 100 leads in 30 days kind of thing. Right. And the brilliant thing is the branding. ChatGPT came up. Queens of leads. Guess what? Now I got to show you the thing. I'm just so stoked.
Yeah, absolutely.
But every time I'm doing something visual,
you could still keep the evergreen queen of leads, right? So your evergreen concept still remains. Yeah,
it's a program. It's the program name.
Yeah.
Now we have 4 archetypes over 4 weeks. Right.
That's really cool.
One is so Queen of Leads, right? Then the next one is the Oracle of Clarity. So we'll be the week 1, and then week 2 will be about lead magnets, right? And so on. So now I have a little theme that I can build on.
Yeah,
I'm very happy with this.
Small suggestion, totally up to you, but I think keeping the Queen of Leads, Queen of Clarity, Queen of something, I think it stays with the whole evergreen queen, right?
It's true.
So I understand that the concept of changing the other segments, just something to think about, right? Just from kind of like an overall queen seems to be the overall arching of your brand. Evergreen queen of leads, queen of confidence, queen of clarity. It speaks to the women that you're trying to bring in, right? Envisioning themselves as the queen. That's just my initial take right away on your concept there. I love the concept of breaking it into tangible. What are we going to do? Queen of leads.
Queen of leads. Yeah. Queen of clarity.
Queen of confidence. Cool. Queen of scale. Queen of thrive. Queen of like it can kind of work with anything.
Yeah, because I brainstormed what we need to do: clarity, lead magnet, visibility, and then perhaps Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and you just put evergreen queen of clarity, evergreen queen of lead of magnets.
I'll think
That's
about
cool.
that. The queen of visibility.
Yeah, queen is something, but then you could have the overarching like a banner that just says like evergreen, so people know like, yeah, once you build it once, you don't have to build it again.
Okay, I'll have a look. All right.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's awesome.
That's
awesome.
one thing. And then so I have a sprint timetable as well. Quite detailed. So I'm always running some sort of Facebook ads, basically, and it just ascends people all the time. So then I created one more thing, which is VIP intensive, because you said, well, how can you make 1,000, 2,000, 300, 3,000 bucks right now?
Right now, yeah.
Right. So I created this. I thought, well, I could do like a whole day launch intensive, because yesterday I actually promoted my Skool affiliate link inside of my own Skool communities and to my email list. And I had a bunch of ladies joining me for a Zoom call, wanting to find out how they can start their $9 Skool community. And they all signed up. And I'm like, okay, well, now they're like, oh, now how do we create a classroom? How do we create the courses? I'm like, I can do all that for you. It's like, I thought, why not create like a launch sort of VIP intensive, and yeah, it will be a 4-figure kind of thing, so I put that together like a flow, like a whole day, like maybe something like a pre-session.
Yeah, I would just focus. So delivery is not as important as conversion on the front end.
Yeah.
Have the outline, but have the outcome of like, when you're done with this full day intensive with me, here's what you're going to experience.
Yeah.
Clarity. You'll have a full slide deck built out. You'll have this built. You'll have that built. You'll have an understanding of these concepts, ultimately driving you to increase your clients, increase your well-being, whatever it is, right? So fulfillment will come. You got to build it out a little bit to see what you talk about during the all-day intensive, but then extract the outcome. Here's the result when you spend a whole day with me. If that's you finally want to get this done and you want to jam with me for 4 hours.
Yeah, 6 hours. That's what I'm saying here. You could spend 3 months trying to figure out your next launch, or get the entire thing done in one day. Right? Maybe you've been sitting on half-finished offers, messy funnels.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Right? It's a one-day, high-level strategy, asset creation sprint.
Yep.
Or
here's what you're going to get. Here's who it's for. Let's do this. You're also giving away a pre-session, which is awesome. Do you want it? Would you like an exclusive invite? Yes. Send them to a sales page.
No, it's going to be Google Doc like this.
Yeah.
With a link. Like, pay here.
Yeah. Pay here. Yeah. Send them somewhere where they get more info, but ultimately make the decision and say yes.
Yeah. Or DM me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says multiple 4 figures. I think it's going to be 1,500 maybe.
So it really depends. Virtual stuff, I know that for Aaron, when we did ours, it was like $297 a ticket. Now he ran ads towards it, but he also, that's what he sent out to his our email list at the time. And the price to get in was,
it's one-to-one though. It's not a group thing.
Got it.
Done for you one-to-one.
Oh, then yes, 1,400, 1,500, 1,497.
Because literally, I say here, midday, I build for you all of this stuff.
Price it as is. What do you feel you normally charge for the session? 1,497? Like that's.
Yeah. I mean.
Your number?
Yeah.
Hold on. So
it would save someone having to go through a 90-day,
So if you want, we have to use psychology of this, right? add $1,000 to $2,000, add $1,000 to that number, and then mark it down saying, hey, I'm doing this for a ridiculous price, $14.97. Again, psychology of a buyer. Yes, this is the gray area of marketing that we talk about, where you want to be at. But I normally charge $2,500 for these sessions. But for a limited time, for those of you that act now in the next 24, 48, 72 hours, you can lock in your day with me for $14.97. And then if anybody comes in after that, you can determine whether or not you want to give them the deal. But like, I can't really honor the $14.97. Or you can say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling kind of nice today. I've already got a full roster, but you know what? I just want to give back. I can't do the $14.97, but I can do $19.97 because I got to keep it fair to the timeline and what I mentioned, or I'd be going against my. Right?
I'm not worried about all that. I'm just I put this out there to my email list on social media. Maybe I'm gonna send a few DMs.
You'll most likely have to send a couple DMs, but again, right? If you can get, how many are you looking to sign up? What's the goal? What's the target?
No, but even if I sign up one, that would be a win.
There you go. So let's put the target at 2. Let's push for 2, right?
Yeah.
Set the target for 2. If you only get 1, then you hit your initial. Okay, at least I got 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, based on your initial list, your social media, the way you position it, lead up to it, make excitement around it, and then of course, pricing comes once they say yes, I want to invite.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to put the price in it. Maybe say multiple figures. Then
so you could still sell this in the DMs, but because the pricing is teetering on like low ticket or high ticket to a degree, $1,500, might have to get on a sales call.
Yeah, no, cool.
If you really want to ensure you get the sale.
Yeah. I wouldn't just send them a message. Here we go. Have a look at the document and.
Unless you have high volume. If you have high volume, then you just say, hey, look, this is what it is. I'm not going to jump on a sales call. Yeah. You either want to spend a full day with me and I do it all for you, list it out as above. Here's my price. Get it locked in. I've only got a few slots each week.
Yeah. I mean, I can send them a Google Doc in terms of this is what's involved, but not the price.
No, I wouldn't. Well, hey, if you want to sign up, here's a link. Go pay. And then they'll see the price when they go to pay. Because what you're doing a done for you offer, and everything you're leading up into that point is letting them know, here's what you're going to get and receive when you spend this time with me.
Okay, so you would put the price there.
Or no? Yeah, to be honest, don't waste your time getting on phone calls and trying to convince them. Either they want to take action on this, and you're going to help them build it out together, one-on-one, intensively. This is what I offer. Just make sure the front end marketing, the excitement, they click out of the email, they send you a DM, send them to this document that's laid out. Here's what you're going to get. Here's who it's for. Here's what we're going to do. Here's how you're going to leave the message. Here's how it's still all the psychology, tell a story. You treat that Google document as a sales page, a VSL, you write it out. And then down at the bottom, here's what you get. Here's what you get. Here's what you get. Again, you could spend 3 months trying to figure it out, banging your head, spending thousands of dollars, but think of all the opportunity missed on things by not having this done. Go ahead and get this locked in. Let's connect. Let's get this thing. Let's get your business finalized. Let's get things moving in the right direction. Click here to purchase your seat. Take them to the sales page. They either buy or they don't, and leave it at that.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. No,
and if you only get one from your list, that's less than 1% probably on a conversion rate. Boom. That's all you're looking for.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. I gotta hop off.
Yeah. Take care.
I can only stay half an hour on these sessions. I have to go out in about an hour and also feed the kids in the meantime.
Makes total sense. Take care, Sabine.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right. Will, you still there? I know you walked away. You probably went to go grab some food.
No, I had to go to the bathroom.
I was going to say that, but
I didn't. Shoot, I missed out on the last part, but
no, that's all right. We were just talking about she was launching a all-in-one VIP intensive done for you session one-on-one stuff, and pricing was going to be $1,400, $1,497, and for her to not even jump on sales calls, even though like that number typically people that would be the recommendation, like, oh, $1,500, you might want to jump on a call with someone. It's more of a done for you service. Will, you know enough about this, right?
Yeah.
So let me send this message real quick. I'm coming. You just list out everything you're going to get. Here it is. To a degree, at $1,500, that's not necessarily requiring of a call. Like, hey, here's what you're going to get. Here's the time we're going to spend together. Here's how you're going to leave the call, what you're going to be able to do with that information and those assets. I've got limited availability this week. Click the link below to purchase your seat.
Yeah.
And either they buy it or they don't buy it.
Right.
It really is. When it comes to, in some done for you offers, like a $1,500 price tag, done for you offer, don't really need a sales call. Now you get closer to that 5, 10K plus.
Yeah.
Phone call is going to be needed to solidify a lot of stuff, because that's a lot bigger of a ticket for a price.
Yeah.
But that's what she was going through, and my recommendation was to not have her waste any time. She's going to send it to her email list, and the goal is to get one person. So I have faith she'll get one person. She's, write the right emails. She's got a pretty good email list size. There's somebody on that list that needs an all-day help finally get over the hump.
Yeah, that's
finally get things complete.
Yeah, that's crucial.
But enough about Sabine. What about you, man? What have you been working on?
Let's see. The Johnson Brothers Tiny Farms. We got their. We met Thursday. Got their why statement, vision and mission statement all finished on Thursday.
Beautiful.
So here, I'll read it to you. So the why statement is: in everything we do, we believe in community. We honor every person's dignity. The way we serve our community is by crafting nourishing products with simple ingredients in sustainable ways. We make the best lotion you'll ever put on your skin. Do you want soft skin? That's the why statement.
That's awesome.
And the vision statement is to be the best skincare available. And the mission statement is to serve and nourish everyone we meet.
There we go.
Yeah.
Getting clearer and clearer every day.
They yeah, it was funny because on Thursday we blocked out 2 hours, and I think maybe 45 minutes into it, JJ and I, well, Danny, his wife's Danielle, and she goes by Danny. So Danny all three of us were working on like the why statement, the first, because the why statement is broken into 3 statements. So it's the first statement we were working on, and there was one word that just wasn't fitting. And so we kept throwing different words and stuff, and 45 minutes into it, Danny got really irritated. She got quiet, totally disengaged, and then turned, and then like 5 or 10 more minutes into it, she turned to JJ and just like, we're wasting time here. You're nitpicking on one word. And she's just like, look, we got so much to do, and time's such a factor. And she just, and it was funny, and I'm watching her, and she never looked at me, but I'm laughing inside going, yeah, half of this is my responsibility.
Yeah.
And JJ's taking all the heat. So it's funny, I was able to, there was time at the end where I said something about that, and then just let them know that, hey, that was, I'm leading the game here. So if anybody was causing it to run long, or if we were nitpicking a word, that's on me. But it was fun.
But I would suggest though, Will, right? Lead from authority, that they're working with you for a reason. And the reason you do this is for greater reasons. And in the beginning, and this is sometimes can be missed on a kickoff call or like setting expectations of like, hey,
Yeah.
in the beginning, there's going to be the first 2 calls we get on, we need to allocate 2 hours minimum.
Yeah. And
like, and here's why, and here's the effect of it down the road. If we just do things half-assed and we don't get this clear message and we don't get the clear branding, if we don't hit it spot on in the beginning, we will see the effects of it down the road, and it will hurt your bottom line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was part of our first meeting, because I have 6 groups of 3 circles,
mm-hmm.
and the why statement is the first group, because the why statement is broken into 3 parts: why, how, and what. And so in the first meeting, I talk about the whole process, and the why statement is the bullseye, on the double bullseye, the smallest circle on the dartboard, and all the channels on the dartboard are all the social avenues that we can use, but we got to have the center. So she knew that, but at the same time, in her position of being a mom of 3 boys, running all the farmers markets that they run, and then and creating all of this, she got to an overwhelmed point.
Of course, absolutely, so, that makes sense.
Yeah, so they're both really clear on the foundation, and the thing is I told them that the why statement's going to take the longest, but because everything comes out of the why statement. Like, it's the why statement's the seed, and everything else we do is going to be
the rest. Yep, to the rest of every piece of content they make, every flyer they make, any marketing material, that message will be intertwined in that product.
And it's funny because we finished the why statement, like we got it all done, like within another 20 minutes we had the why statement done. And she got up to take a break to go to the bathroom, and by the time she came back, JJ and I had finished the
broken up on me. Will, you still there?
Oh yeah, you're locked up. Can you hear me?
Sorry, Will. I didn't hear the last 30 seconds, Will.
Okay.
You're still kind of broken up on me. I don't know if.
Let's see. I've got. Can you hear me now? I want to try and reconnect. Oh shoot.
Sorry, that looks like that was my end. It looks like I had some sort of spike.
Yeah.
That was weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Normally I have really good internet, so all right. I didn't hear probably the last 30 to 40 seconds. Finish the mission statement. We're able to move on to something else 20 minutes later.
Yeah. So when we finished the mission statement, Danny got up to go to the bathroom, and by the time she got back, JJ and I had finished the vision statement. Yeah. So she came back in, and like we were talking about the vision statement. So I recapped our conversation, and I said, and so this is the vision statement, and she read it. She's like, I love it. So like 3 minutes to go to the bathroom and come back, and the vision statement was done. And then because the vision statement was done, literally probably took us another 3 minutes to do the mission statement.
Just some of the things
she really got it right there. She caught it. She saw it. She's like, yeah. So it's pretty exciting.
Absolutely. And the work that you'll do for them, and the goal and what it's supposed to mean is, and it all starts there, and you'll have a clearer vision and mission of what they're doing. So when you're out and you're creating the deliverables, right?
Yeah.
It's all aligned, and you only have to do it once, versus like, hey, let me tell you what your mission statement should be. And then you read it and you're like, that's not my mission statement. Like, oh, like, that's why we do this.
That's the thing is after we had done everything, then I went back and I said, look, my responsibility is not to choose the words. It's to make sure that we gave them the attention they needed to be eliminated. You know, like, we're not using that word, and this is why. And that way in the future, you always remember, because we had a conversation about why we chose the words that we chose for each statement. And then when you explain it to somebody, when somebody's asked you, you know, what do you guys do? Why do you do what you do? Things like that, that you know, you're really clear. And now we can go into the policies and procedures and every other aspect of the process, and you'll be able to communicate exactly what you want your team to know, and they'll get it. They'll understand where you're operating from. Yeah, so it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And
no, that's awesome. That is super sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just
all right. Well, what have you had a chance to work on other efforts towards getting more clients?
I finally figured out how to get my developer in Pakistan paid, so I got him a payment, and so now he's back on task of doing stuff.
Nice.
So we got that work. We had to use Upwork to get him paid. So
you were telling me about the workaround, yeah.
Yeah. So that's going. So I got stuff to do for him, and then I saw an ad yesterday or the day before, or maybe it was last week. I saw an ad. I think it was like Thursday or Friday, because I just had a call with the guy today. It's an agency that broke off one of their services and made it a standalone service, and it's 90 blogs in 90 days, and they've got all the analytics. They've been doing it for a while, and they've got the analytics of what they've been creating for clients, you know, just
wow.
Tons of traffic and stuff. So I'm thinking of, when I launch the website, that I'm going to do the 90 blogs in 90 days, because I've got the 90-day run for $60,000 contracts. So it kind of fits. Doesn't it sound like it fits?
Yeah, I mean, that's phenomenal, man.
But it's committing to the 90-day contract with them is $6,000. What do you think about that?
Like, you're going to pay them $6,000, or they're going to pay you?
No, I'm going to pay them, because they're going to do all the blog. They're going to write them all for me.
How many are you going to get?
90. Anywhere from 500 to 5,000 words in 90 days. 90 of them in 90 days.
Okay. And what's the difference between them writing it versus you using like GPT or a bot?
My time to do it.
Okay. And when the blogs are being written, what else are they just writing the blogs, or are they doing something else?
No, the blogs are actually guaranteed to be Google rankings.
Got it. So there's another promise on the back end of like, hey.
Yeah, they're using targeted keyword, targeted long tail phrasing, with a guarantee that if the blogs aren't if Google doesn't index the blogs, then I don't pay. Or maybe if they don't index one, then they do another one.
How do they? Yeah, because I'm asking some questions here just to get clarity on like what it is they're delivering, and ensure you're going to get the best price for your buck, because $6,000 is a lot of dollars.
Yeah.
And when I hear blog, I hear, oh, I can write this in ChatGPT like most people do, right? So I'm trying to for you, how do we justify the $6,000? Yes, time is important, and even write the 90 blogs, even if you were to use like a GPT system, that is one thing of time. Cool system. I would still venture off to think that that can still be handed off to a VA once you've built a framework on how to write them, craft them, topics, post them. You maybe even spend like $500 max to get all 90 done and loaded to your website. So the next question is their promise is ranked by Google. Because when you get ranked by Google for SEO and search, that's what's important, because you want your blog to show up in the first page. So they click your blog, which then leads them down a rabbit hole of they're going to go to my product or my website or an offer to a degree. So the question is how can they, or you may not have asked this, but I would ask the question and you can tell me, how do they guarantee, not to guarantee, how do they confirm it was ranked? Is there a ranking site that they can bring up and show that blog and what its rank on Google? I don't know that. That's why I'm asking the question.
Okay. And ranking is the same as indexed, right?
Very possible. And I'm asking GPT along the way too, right? Because I'm learning along the way. But these would be the questions I would be asking if someone was pitching me like, hey, Matthew, you want more visibility and more traffic to your free Skool group, and you drive people there through your YouTube channel. Well, we could create 90 blog posts for your website that'll drive people to micro content on your YouTube channel, which will eventually drive them to your main video, which drives them back to your Skool channel. Okay, well, how many people can I expect to leave Google blogs to my YouTube channel, potentially become a subscriber, and then ultimately join a group? Like, oh, well, we can drive 500,000 new unique landing page visitors. Ooh, that's a lot of people for $6,000. I'm interested. Right?
Yeah.
And you're paying for visibility. You're not paying for conversions because they can't control that, but you're paying for visibility. So I would want to know, well, what's the visibility I'm going to get if I pay you $6,000? Yeah, I get 90 blogs. How many unique people reading my blog am I going to average per blog?
Right. Let's see. Hold on. I took a couple of screenshots of the stats he was showing. Oh wait, let's see. Actually, do I have? I think case studies.
Let's see what GPT says. So it does look like you can track blog visitors, which that I knew through Google Analytics, GA4. So you can see reports, engagement, pages, and screens, users, views, average engagement time. So that's important. I'm sure they're using something like that. Okay, so it does have like confirmed Google indexing status. GSC, Google Search Console, free and directly connected into Google's indexing engine. Add your domain, you'll verify your domain, let it populate, check if a blog is indexed, use the inspection tool. Once it's been indexed, any issues, mobile, visual, it'll be request indexing, track blog rankings, enter your domain under Traffic Analyzer, top pages under Uber Suggest. You also have the Google Search Console for Performance tab. You can see clicks, impressions, average position, which is Google ranking.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a way. You also have SER ranking, which are paid tools to track keywords. Yeah, so there's a way for it to be ranked. So then the question is what ranking are they saying? Top 5, top 10, top 20?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I can say I can get you Google indexed and Google ranked, but it's your Google rank is 70. Okay, well, what does that mean? I only got like I only got 5 visitors that page. It's all a numbers game, right? So whenever I hear of a service like that, right, because I've been in the industry, you're in the industry, Will. If they say 6K, remember margins, team, What are their minimum margins? Minimum margins for most businesses is 40%. So it's their cost, if they're doing this at scale, is 6,000 times 4.
60. Well,
That's 24. It's going to cost them. They'll make $2,400. Or wait, it costs them. Wait, margins is 40%. Yeah, they'll make $2,400 on a $6,000 package.
Yeah.
So it's going to cost.
They're also touting their whole team is US based. So all their writers are US based. They're on the West Coast. They're up in Northern California.
Yeah.
But
all their writers know how to do is they have GPTs and structures and frameworks to make sure that it's creating blogs that hit certain parameters.
Yeah.
And it's really just like they got one person running a list of content ideas that you have for your business, running it through a GPT, and then they're proofreading it, getting rid of all spam words and ensuring, oh, we need to make sure this keyword is mentioned 50 times in this article. Was it mentioned? GPT replaces all that now.
Yeah.
But essentially, they would be paying they're paying whatever they need to pay, $3,600 to get 90 blog posts live and active for you.
Yeah.
And however they're paying those costs, that's their cost to do business. If they have a 40% margin on the 6K, which means they're going to be making $2,400 profit.
Right. And each of their writers handles 1 to 4 clients. So
now again, and that's where the time comes in, because yeah, I may not be able to write 90. Like, how long would it take them to write 90 for you, right? And make sure each of them are QC'd. So it is time. I'm not saying it's like,
yeah.
But again, since it's all being tracked, my results would ask is, okay, how many page visitors does your team get on average? And is that what you sent me here, their case studies?
Yeah. So you could look at their case studies of what they published.
So let's look at something that's in your alley, right? So yours is a done for you. They don't really have a done for you product on a case study, do they?
No.
So you have Hills Brothers, but that I don't even know what that is. You have a lot of other. So this is a painting company, right? Yeah. So again, like these are some good numbers, right? If they can do that for you, right?
Yeah.
Your organic traffic increased 590%. If your website converts, like they're leaving it up to your website converting. They're going to give you an opportunity to increase your organic traffic, but then you still have to be able to convert people that are coming to those pages.
Right, exactly.
So you could pay them $6,000. They could create 90 pages. You get 700% increase of organic traffic and make $0.
Yeah, my site doesn't convert.
If your site doesn't convert, or wherever you're directing them to doesn't, like from the blog, because in the blog it'll have parameters of like, hey, if you want to learn more, if you want to do this, go here. I would be interested to see more, not just organic traffic, but I'd also want to know what's their average click-through rate per page. Because remember, they got to leave that blog page to go somewhere else.
Right. And so should I put a should I so the blog's going to be on this on the Branding Titans website, but the link within the blog, I'm thinking should go to a funnel page where I can capture contact information and have just a freaking killer offer that if you're looking for strategies on.
So that's
building.
going to be part of. Remember, right? So we're creating. So the framework is creating content with a purpose. Lead with value. What's the call to action at the end?
Yeah.
And do you want all 90 pages to have the same call to action, or do you want them to be somewhat different? Do you want it to tell a story? Do you want them to go somewhere else? Those, like, you don't have enough data, and maybe they haven't shared it. Like, again, great, you increase this company's organic traffic by 500%. Well, what is the ROI? Did they get any sales from it? What was the click-through rates? Where were you sending people? The reason why they're not claiming any of that is because they don't control the conversions on the back end.
Right. So that's okay, because if I have 1,000 people knocking on my door and I don't answer my door, that's on me. So if I focus on my offer, then
So this is why I don't even think about this stuff anymore. I just plug it into GPT because it's all available. Supposedly, this is the conversion strategy. It's a 5-step framework. It's called educate, qualify, offer help, capture intent, convert. So step 1 is making sure the blog is solving some sort of topic, some sort of problem, a real problem, right? Then you want to build a mid-blog CTA. So you want to have something in the middle. So you want to have insert value aligned CTA about 20 to 50% into the blog, which is want the shortcut version of the strategy, need help with this to put into action, join the free, do you want to join the free community where I break this down? Then at the end, you want to use high conversion lead magnet or offer. Offer something irresistible in exchange for an email action. So as you talk about, send them to a funnel page. Free checklist, free mini course, 15-minute audit, enjoy your free school, free headshot, specific, actionable, quick to consume. 4, include a clean, mobile-first, friendly conversion section at the end. Ready to skip the guesswork, get results, join now, book a call, opt in for a lead magnet, or link to your digital product store. And then retarget and follow up. So pixel-based retargeting ads, email automations, exit intent pop-ups, and chat widgets and AI bots. Yours would mostly be email automations once people have opted in. So the example would go as blog title, mid-blog call to action, lead magnet, free Google Doc, post-blog CTA, and then follow-up. 3-day email sequence, inviting them to either book a call or the product itself. Now, they probably are using some sort of structure like this when they're creating your blogs. But I would imagine. But then that means I don't know how much work they're going to be doing with you to ensure because like that, like I said, I could create 90 blogs for you and I could get them highly ranked.
Right.
Figuring that framework out and then using GPT to do it, all the work is doing it and then uploading it to your website.
Right. So,
but if I want a blog that not only does that and I rank high, also converts, then the blog needs to match some sort of framework. And this would be the ground level of that framework.
Right.
And who's signing off on that freebie? Like I said, is this 90 different? I don't think it would be 90 different freebies. I think it would be one freebie that can be used across multiple topics and solutions, because your blog will talk about how to solve problems.
Right.
Like one topic for you, for your services, like, remember, lead with value. The number one way to build unlimited content for your business in under 10 minutes. And then it's a blog talking about long form content, using tools, using GPT, right? Providing value. That's the goal. You want to skip the line? Get access to my 20 GPT prompts for you to create unlimited content to the end of time. Click here. Boom. They go to the landing page. They opt in to get your 20 free prompts. Now they're in your email sequence. Email 1, 2, 3. Here's your freebie. Oh, by the way, skip the guesswork. Maybe you don't have a team. You're looking to hire a team. Here's why. And then you pitch the book a call.
Right. Let's see.
That would be kind of the flow. And each of the blogs would point towards your highly curated 20 free prompts or whatever checklist, right?
Yeah. So the guy that owns the company his name's Carlton Clark.
Mm-hmm.
And he either started with SEMrush
Mm-hmm.
and broke the 90 blog and 90 day idea out away from that, and he does it directly. They do it directly for consumers, and they do it from an agency perspective, white label.
Yeah.
So do you know that guy? Do you know SEMrush?
I know SEMrush, SEMrush. No, it's there's definitely a need for it here. It's just their claim and promise is we'll get you organic traffic. My concern and the questions that I'm asking is to ensure you have faith that when you get that traffic, you know where to direct that traffic that will eventually convert for you.
Right. So
because if you send 50,000 new people to your pages and you don't capture an email, you don't get them into an SMS blast, you don't direct them to a YouTube channel, it's just wasted money.
Yeah, it is. That would be stupid. So basically, if I look at it this way, 90 blogs in 90 days is costing it's $67 a blog, $67 a day. Could I get enough traffic? Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. If I got 20,000 times 1%. God, even if I could get a 0.5%, 100 people. If I could get 100 people to buy a $97 product, then that pays for it. And
yeah,
a marketing.
Now, are you selling a $97 product?
Yeah, I could do a branding, sales, and marketing webinar.
Is the webinar live or free?
The first one will be live,
and then you repurpose it.
Yeah, and the first one will be live, and then it'll just be, buy it now, and maybe if I did it for 47, I'd get 200 people, and that's 200 people would be 1% of 20,000. So if I got 20,000 in traffic out of the blogs going to that landing, it's talking to all aspects of marketing.
Yeah.
And branding.
Yeah, but I mean, again, right? Just not to rain on the parade. It's the cost justification seems like it's there. The question will come down to where do you send them afterwards? And in my opinion, my recommendation, in my opinion, would be you do everything you can to push them into your high ticket offer. Your big scale done for you. Now, how does that look? They go to the blog, you're solving a solution, you have a freebie that is valuable, easy to consume, a way to capture their email address. Then you plug them into, and if it follows the Aaron Fletcher's concept, let me draw it out for you, right? if it follows the right concept, this is how I would look to convert into your big offer. Perfect time for me to draw something.
And you're recording, right?
I am.
Cool.
Always. All right, make sure I get that to work. Come on, boom. That's fine. Okay. So this is what my recommendation of my for your strategy to drive people to. So your traffic source is going to be a blog. From the blog, you want to have a CTA that's going to lead them to a lead magnet. That lead magnet framework should look like this. Here's an image of the thing they're going to get. Headline of excitement that they're going to get if they download this lead magnet, and then a button. Click here. Nothing else. They're going to enter in all their information. You want to send them to the next page. Talk about this all the time. We call this the authority amplifier page. This is going to be a 5 to 10 minute video. Another headline saying, hey, thanks so much for downloading the amazing freebie gift that I have here. Check your inbox in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Your freebie will hit there. Until then, watch this video. Then you have this 10-minute video where you're going to go over the promise of what the lead magnet is, the proof, who you are, why they should trust you, the top 3 problems they're faced with when it comes to this particular problem. You're going to walk them through the actual lead magnet, how to use it, how to work it. Then you're going to build context on like, hey, where does this fit in a greater scheme of things, right? Like, hey, you could use this, it's great, but this is only one small problem of a bigger problem you might be faced with in your business when it comes to making content and marketing for your business long term over time. CTA, call to action. Boom. I want you to take action. What do I want you to do? Here you're going to have like bio, who you are. Over here you might have a testimonial. And then further down the page, you're going to have your booked call option. Ties into the video itself. So in the video, you're going to give them value, go through the steps, the structure, build it once. At the end, book a call. There's a button for them to book a call. And that's where you'll present them to your calendar page, your booked call page.
Got it.
Now, remember, they've come from the blog. You captured their email. So they land on this page. They want to book. They book on your calendar, and then they sign up based on your calls, right? You host a couple calls, win some, you lose some. But if they never book on your calendar, but you have their email, now you got to build out that 30 to 60 day nurture sequence. That's going to push them back to booking a call with you. So it's all working behind the scenes, right? So like blog is your traffic source. How am I going to capture their information? That's going to be a lead magnet place mid blog. Get this amazing tool right now. Skip the line, just grab it here. Boom, sends them to a landing page. Then they opt in. They opt in, get forwarded to the authority amplifier page. Spend 5 to 10 minutes watching your video, understanding the lead magnet you just gave them. 1% of those people typically convert to a booked call. So depending on how many people land on that page, 1% go to the book, like convert to get on your calendar. The other 4 to 5% convert in your email address, email follow-ups. So this would be the example of what a back-end converting funnel looks like once you have the attention and the traffic source on the front end.
Hold on a second. I got a text from a client. Let me just respond.
Yeah. And when you break the numbers down that way, if you close one deal per month off of this new blog, because this is going to run for 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Then what is one client worth to you, right? 5K, you need what? 1.1 client to make your money back.
Yeah. Well, figure the package plus ad spend, I need 2 clients to make my money back.
Yeah.
But and that's only on I just do 1 client because the one contract's a 60K contract.
Correct. You only really need one content. Yeah, because you only spend upfront cost is 6K. 6K plus ad spend, or is that included?
No, plus ad spend.
Okay, yeah. See, so they may hit you with another 1,500.
Oh no, they're just doing the blogs. The ad spend's on me.
Got it. You're going to push more traffic than just the organic stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it comes down again. That's my recommendation. You don't have to build as much.
And I negotiated. I don't even have to drop the full 6K up front. I could do it in three months.
Well, yeah, they'll take it now.
Yeah,
that's all. People have a limit on like, what do we need to start now to fulfill on this? What's our minimum take? They 3-paid you, so you got 3 payments at 2K a pop. Team can get started. They're going to deliver. They're going to deliver an organic increase, which is going to be naturally positive. I could say the same thing about YouTube Shorts.
Right.
Because I know if you create long form content, if you give me 10 hours of long form content, I will guarantee you I can increase your organic reach on YouTube by 500%. If you do if you understand those platforms the right way, like they do, SEO search, length of titles, keywords, all the extra fancy things inside to make sure it lands and hits home, like.
Yeah.
So again, right? And if you're like, yeah, that's all I need eyeballs and reach. I'll do the rest of the heavy lifting, which is converting on the back end. If you have that system in place, then you just got to make sure that system's dialed in to convert those new eyeballs coming in. That would be my biggest takeaway.
So
is if you're going to get, if let's say you get 50,000 unique eyeballs over 90 blogs, can you convert can you convert one of those, like one person? At least just to make your money back, right?
Yeah.
How you convert them is going to be totally up to you. Like what path you want to send them down. Do you want to send them to go buy a low ticket product, which you need to build? Maybe you don't have it. Do you want to do other services? That's great.
Yeah.
I would say the blog definitely needs to take them into a lead magnet, something free of value to convert more people, capture their emails. After that, it's really up to you how you want to push them. I still recommend the authority amplifier page with every lead magnet you give out to build trust and brand, and you can either push them to a booked call or you can push them to a small product. But I would recommend just positioning it in a way where, hey, you're the expert. This is what we do. This was a great tool, great. But if you're like, I don't want to do this and I want to offset it, and my business is generating 40K a month already in revenue, and I already spend this much in marketing spend, I'm willing to forego some of this to the strategy, then jump on a call, see if we can work together. Me and my team can take care of all the rest and ABCXYZ, right? Make your offer. So just converting that it's the same as if you were doing your coffee out, your $1 million coffee hour, $1 cups, same thing. It's traffic source. What am I going to do with that attention? How do I convert them?
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see how it turns out. Have you already signed up with them, or is that was like you're still deciding?
Still deciding. I mean, okay. I'm close, but I wanted to run it by you first.
Yeah, I would look at it, like I said, I mean, 6K is a lot of money for everybody. If it's in your budget and you're going to spend it, I would look at, like, your reasons is like time. Like I said, I'm very tech savvy. You're fairly tech savvy as well. You're basically just paying for time because you could do this all on your own. You know how to do this. Yeah, you might. Let's calculate the time, because this is how I'm thinking about it. I've written blogs before. I've barely posted to WordPress from time to time. I'm so far outside of like the idea of posting a blog on the internet. But am I capable of learning how to do it, especially with the power of GPT and Google and YouTube? Absolutely. So let's just say it takes me 2 to 5 hours to become an expert on how to write and rank and post blogs on the internet.
Right.
And let's just say I do it in 1 hour because I'm just so good, but I'm going to give myself 2 to 5 hours to learn that skill set. But once I learn the skill set, how long does it actually take? Then I'd calculate how long does it actually take me to write the blog the way I like to, make sure it ranks with all the information, create my GPT framework once, because then I can just repeat that. And then how long does it take me to get that uploaded to my website? Okay, I can do 10 a day once I have my GPT and the prompt properly made. Okay, it takes me 1 hour to post 10 new posts and web pages to my website. So then it would take.
How, doing that side of it, how do we ensure the Google rankings, the indexing?
Well, no, that was part of the learning. I would have to learn how to install those systems for tracking and ranking. But let's just say it takes you 5 hours to learn that, to learn the skill.
Right.
Then it takes you, once you have the model figured out, and with the help of GPT now, it only takes you 1 hour to pump out 10 highly searchable blogs and get them posted. Well, then technically it only takes you 9 hours to do 90 blogs. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what it would take you, but let's just say that's the time it would actually take you to do this, to increase organic traffic. Is 9 hours worth $6,000? Now, that's me saying it only takes an hour to post 10. I could be completely freaking wrong. It could take a lot longer, right?
Right.
But this is how my brain is starting to rationalize whether or not I would spend $6,000 with them or not, if my reasoning is time.
Right.
You just have to time block your days better. And if it was only 9 hours to post 90 blog posts to get the same amount of organic reach, because you're smart enough to learn it.
Yeah, I'm definitely smart enough to learn it.
I know you are. I'm just saying, like, that would be my questions to me. Like, I would not, me personally, unless my business was already generating at least 2x that monthly. So I'd have to be making what, 12K a month already minimum in my business to justify spending 6K. And then I'd have to look at time, cost, opportunity. Is my time valuable enough spent elsewhere versus if I figured it out and it says, you know what? I tried doing this myself. It took me 2 to 5 hours to learn these skills. It takes me an hour to post 5 blogs. And if I want 90 blogs, that's going to cost me this many hours. I don't want to do that. I just want to pay it and be done with it and just get the organic eyeballs. Then that's all the justification you need.
Okay, so look at it this way. I got to finish my website, and what I told him is I wouldn't pull the trigger until my site was finished, because there's no reason to pull the trigger on there.
We're going to drive them, correct?
So there's my site. I wish I had a drawing thing I could draw this off.
Yeah, I'm
Here's my
visual. I can
side.
hear you.
In the meantime, like if they were doing those blogs for me, what you just said about me learning to do it, I have 3 to 4 clients that I could do that blog package for right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't have to do my own. I just focus on theirs.
So question, why not white label this other service and just charge a premium?
Exactly.
I mean, that's all agency work is nowadays. If you make the right partnership and you say, hey, look, I've got a book of clients I'd love to send your way. Can I get a premium on, can I get a discount if I at least send you 5 per month or whatever? Cool. And then you upcharge it in your upfront cost in your package. Like,
right.
Now you get to add that as part of like, hey, here's what you get when you work with me. And instead of it being $60K contract, it's $90,000 contracts. You 2x, well, you 1.5x.
I would double it. So instead on a 60K contract with what we were doing, I would take them to 72.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So $5,000 a month, $6,000 a month. So
yeah,
$5,000 a month they get this, $6,000 a month they get 30 blogs, including that.
Yeah. You just like I said, you just pump it into the front of your offer. And if they want to include it and they see the value in it and you pitch it the same way they pitched you, right? It's like, hey, you're going to increase your organic visibility by 500%. That's X amount of views per landing page. Now it's up to you to convert those. Now are you saying I'm going to help make offers on those pages? Then that's on your shoulders or it's on their shoulders. But yeah, then you're outsourcing the work, so you don't have to do it.
Well, I'm already building in the 5K package, 5K a month package. I'm already building funnels and strategies, lead gen strategies. So for me to piggyback the blog on top of it and have the blog point at a funnel that I was already building, that's easy.
Yeah.
Plus it exponentially grows their organic traffic, which in the long run reduces their ad spend need, even though it takes longer to grow the organic.
Like I said, I'm not opposed to it. I look at it from your business versus you're adding it on as a service. And there's definitely like people are paying for it because they want more organic traffic as long as they knows how to convert it on those pages.
Yeah.
But if you're including it in your service, then it's you can I know people when I ran my agency, I know people all they did was sell other people's services underneath their brand.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm a podcast placement service. That's where I work with podcast placements. If you wanted to drive even more eyeballs, you wanted more eyeballs and traffic on your brand and build credibility and have long form content and all the great things that come with podcasting, I can get you booked on 12 podcasts too. Top areas and get more exposure for your overall brand. Okay. Well, we charge 20K to do that from start to finish, right? So you would need to charge, let's say 25K. You lump it into your overall agency cost. You pay us the 20K. We work with the client, get on 12 podcasts. You retain 2 to 5K, whatever you upsell.
Right.
And we're going to, and we'll say, hey, we're not going to pay you an affiliate because you're already upselling it. We know that. That's fine. You're getting your referral fee because you're upselling our service. But if you go, hey, Matthew, I got another client for you. Here's 20K, boom, paid in full or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll go put them on 12 podcasts. They've already paid. They've already a client. It's the same when we have a paid podcast that wants a guest on. They've already paid us and we cover that fee. So the client doesn't have to pay anything. So when we place them on a podcast, we're paying a fee because that host has a fee. Not saying they couldn't have done that already, but there's a lot of other things that we do. It's just People,
right.
not saying you do this, but you could. People who build websites, branding. Yeah, I build websites. No, they pay a guy on Fiverr $20 to build your website. I just charge you $500. You can
Yeah,
find someone on Fiverr for $20 over in India to build a full website. If they have all the information, it's not hard. And
yeah,
$20 American dollars to them is a freaking ton of money.
yeah,
And the average going rate to build a website is $500. Someone can justify paying $500 to get a full built website. You just find the right contractor that does the right designs, that has a good look. You pay him $20. Boom. Here's all the information. I need this done by the end of the week. Great. Boom. You're up. You're up 480, and all you're doing is managing fulfillment of some contractor building out the website for $20.
yeah,
I've seen multiple agencies scale to 6-7 figures just doing that. And they just promote, hey, we build your website from scratch. Simple, easy, no cost, quick turnaround time within under a week. Sign up here, $500, great. Then they go through a flow process and onboarding, website, brand development. If they need to get on a special brand call, you can do that. It's maybe a little, an hour's worth of work to go through brand concept, but you get all the information you need from them. You package that up, shoot it over to your Fiverr guy. Pay him $10 up front to get started on the project. $20 upon completion if there's no adjustments or changes. Boom, you deliver to the client, done. Website done.
yeah,
Max amount of time spent as a business owner is maybe 2 hours max collectively on that client to make $500. So you make $250 an hour.
yeah,
So what you're talking about is actually right. If this is a good traffic source to drive results, which is customers, they have a service already pre-built out, included into your agency fee, upsell them, and then you do all the coordinating with you and them when creating blogs for a new brand. You already have all the insights to the brand and what they need because you're doing it already.
right.
So now you're just saying, hey, I got another set of blogs I need for this kind of brand, for these keywords.
Yeah. All right. So I just have to figure out which one. Well, not which one, well, what the offer's gonna be, what the,
It'll tie back into traffic, which is ultimately exposure, which will help drive sales. Especially if it's worth it. Like, let's just use your case study right now, which is the lotion cream, the cream guy, right?
yeah,
If you've helped them increase their productivity by 2x just by giving them some simple help, now they want to take on more orders, and they're only doing orders locally at farmers markets and stuff, and maybe they get a little bit of foot traffic and maybe they get a little bit of online sales, but like,
yeah. Hold on just a second. Paula's calling me. Hold on.
all right.
Okay, I'm back.
So it all comes back down to bottom line sales and hey, once your website's up, live and active, and we're processing sales and you can do more sales online, here's another way we can get more eyeballs on your website.
Right.
But
Man.
then that comes down to making sure the website converts.
Yeah. There's
So testing is involved, sending traffic, seeing what it is, like just not blindly, just making blog posts, adjusting the site over time. Once you get enough data, hey, let's get these first 20 blog posts up. Let's see what the data tells us. Let's see what the traffic comes. Holy crap, we got 10,000 unique visitors off of 20 blogs. How many lotion sales did we get? 0. Ugh. we need to fix the sales page. People aren't buying. What's going on?
Right. Yeah, because it's not it's not the traffic, it's not the blog, it's not the traffic, it's the landing.
Yeah, because people are intentionally searching about certain things. They hit the blog does a certain thing, then sends them to the website. But if they get to the website and they don't buy, then it's why aren't they buying?
Right.
So, Will,
right.
I know we could jam a lot longer, but I do need to roll. I need to eat this lunch, and I got
No
two other calls coming up. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for helping me vet that out.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll continue. I look forward to see some of the results that you can bring this client. And again, I think where you're heading and what you're offering, I think adding a blog service like that, if the offer is very, very clear, it's like, hey, you're gonna get more eyeballs, and just be cautious of how do they convert on the back end, right? Because they're selling more exposure,
right,
more reach. It's fancy, but the reason why they're not claiming more sales, more product sales, more clients is because they know they can't control how those people convert when they land on a website or go through a funnel or jump on a phone call.
Yeah.
So, but from your positioning, it's the same way. Like, hey, I'm going to be able to do high converting landing pages and sales pages and product pages. So when people do come find us and go there, you're going to get a high conversion rate. Great. Now let's speed that up and test it by sending some organic traffic at it. Here's how we can do that. Blog posts. Something to think about. And then again, you just lump it into your overall cost, and it's just going to, when you execute on setting it up is separate. Just big overall a la carte package. Boom, 72,000. All right, well.
All right,
take
cool.
care. Enjoy your day, brother.
Thanks, Matt. Lots to think about. And this is record. Okay, so I get the recording out of Skool, right?
Yeah, I haven't uploaded them lately, but I'll get this one over to you so you have a replay regardless.
Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy.
All right, man. Later, brother.
Chat soon.
All right, bye.